Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. Terrible run. Terrible runs as the defect in the last episode. Orichalcum's pretty solid. The Ironclad, I gotta be honest, I think the Ironclad is my dude. For now. I hate it. We could have also taken 3 damage without having progressed forward at all. I think we did the right thing, considering we have the opportunity to regenerate HP regardless. I mean, Orichalcum really opens us up to being able to do more attacks. But I think, to be honest, we're most likely to win with the Ironclad. Now, what are our odds of winning in this episode? Low. Low is fair, I think. Let's do it. That's what we healed for. That's what we healed for. Unceasing top, not really what we want. Yeah, obtain golden idol. Lose max HP. So why on earth, NL? Why'd you take Searing Blow, dude? Why? Why? You know it's not a meta play. I know it's not a meta play. I find it fun. I also find that what it might lack in literal meta usefulness, I might gain in the ability to understand how to construct a deck. If that makes sense to you. Sure. I think we do it like this. Maybe Searing Blow is not the optimal build, but it's very easy to understand how to build it. Well, I guess we're going this way. And I don't know how much advantage that gives me at the end of the day. If any, it might give me considerable disadvantages for all I know. But we're trying nonetheless. We're not really, I mean, we're trying something new, I guess is what I want to say. We're trying something new, and by something new I mean something we've done many times before in the past. Without really having any level of success. Okay. Draw Bash, but not Searing Blow. You coward. Yikes. Orichalcum is going to put the brakes on him here, which I think is real nice. At this point, sadly, we're not playing anything else. He's going to be at 24, which is 21. So I was just going to say Searing Blow Strike keeps us alive, and I'm very thankful for the damage we dealt to him with the Poison Potion. Red Skull is immediately going to be useful. Obviously, we don't really want another Searing Blow. This time, we're going to choose to take no damage. I don't think we're that screwed. I also think, like, this is what I like about the Ironclad, is early mistakes don't necessarily doom you forever. Wow. Lucky us. You know, because of the fact that we have the ability to take some damage and recover by way of Burning Blood, there's always a chance for you to get to where you need to go. Now, Searing Blow, on top of everything else, is not really as upgraded as I would like it to be. It's one of those situations where you definitely just want to lean on Orichalcum. I don't know. Realistically, we're going to be at Searing Blow +3. Because we're not going to... Yeah, let's do it. We're not going to rest before we fight the Hexaghost. Do we have the kind of blocks that allow us to defeat the Hexaghost? You know, don't shoot the messenger, but the answer to that question is absolutely not. Have you been watching? No. So, I mean, there's not too many ways that I really see us getting through this fight. This doesn't really help, to be honest. Don't hit Bash. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we're only taking 7 damage. And we got our strength bonus. You gotta catch him with the Carnage. In situations like this, we need all the damage dealers. Sure, Searing Blow is slightly better. It really is slight, by the way. If I weaken you, you're going to start doing 8 damage. I'd rather just start smacking, I think. I think we will die. But I do think there's, like, a chance. And it probably runs through that right there. Then you draw a Searing Blow. I think you have to weaken him. 6, he's doing 10. We're still dead. Just barely, but... Okay, we made it to the first boss. I don't think that was Searing Blow's fault. I think there was a myriad other things there, but Searing Blow probably did not help. Maybe not the right play. I actually, I mean, I think max HP plus 14 on a character that we can definitely heal with regardless seems pretty great. It does suck in a huge way to not have access to Orichalcum. That was doing incredible work for us. Doing 11 damage, huh? Well, what are we drawing? 3 strikes. That's perfect. I mean, we took 1 more damage than we're going to gain. But it's the thought that counts. So again, I will take a Perfected Strike. I probably should have taken the Perfected Strike on the last run. I think the reason I didn't is I was like, well, Perfected Strike sucks too, so why not just take the card that's a little bit more memey? Not advisable. Probably in foresight, but definitely in hindsight as well. I really like, I mean, I do think I probably rate armaments higher than the average person. The reason I hesitate to say overrate is because I think that the real value of armaments is not the 5 block, which is relatively bad. The real value is being able to take a card. Yikes. Being able to take a card like Body Slam and make it cost 0. Ergo, kind of being a free play. So, I'm not saying that we're going to do a Perfected Strike run. What I will say is, you know, I think we got 2 pretty good cards here in terms of doing a lot of damage to enemies as quickly as possible. And this guy is going to be the first enemy. Is a landmark moment. We're actually going to heal more off of him than he's going to get off of us. And, you know, it's your boy feels like he needs some blocks, but adding something with the phrase strike into the deck also feels pretty nice. So we'll get this armaments going. We're playing a little bit high risk here, no doubt about it. It'd be a great opportunity for us to get a bash on turn 1. You know... That potion is basically worthless. I'm just gonna say it. Okay, and then Perfected Strike on this turn. I think we did the right thing. I think we did the rightest thing. It's probably a better way to put it. And you know as well as I do, we're gonna go down to 1 HP. The writing's on the friggin' wall, dude. Draw Perfected. Well, we're gonna go down to 6 HP, sorry. Not bad, actually, as far as, you know, dangerous situations go. There's enough use for seeing red right now, you know, to be able to play 2 Perfecteds in 1 turn, or alternatively bash Perfected in 1 turn. And we're being very, very, very dangerous right now. Or we're playing a dangerous game, staying this low on HP. Who's our boss? Hexaghost. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. For real. As long as we keep the... You know, we keep the damage moving here quickly, we should be okay. So you definitely... You do this. You do this. I think we're totally fine. We will still get hit. This is not a bash situation, I think. I think this is a slow play situation. Perfected Strike will kill you. Only problem there is you gotta draw it. This was a totally okay fight. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Dude, Uppercut is so good. You can't tell me nothing with respect to this card. And it is another 2-cost card. Seeing Red does well against it. Or does well with it, I suppose. And honestly, I don't really want to take any more damage in advance of the fight if possible. Probably looking at a True Grit. Okay. This is important. I genuinely, for realsies, think you still go with the Insect. And it's not because I want to seek out and fight elites. Not at all. It's because I want to be able to do better against elites if we're forced to fight them. One Seeing Red totally changes this hand. But anyway, we're going to weaken you. You're going to do 12 damage. We are going to pump the brakes on taking damage. You might be like, why not just hit him instead? Well, we're going to pump the brakes on taking damage because we got Demon Form out of our Power Potion, which, if we weren't going to win before, probably is the closest thing we could get to giving us a guarantee, to be honest. As long as we don't bleed damage in a huge way, we should be totally fine. It's also why I felt like it was okay. Yo, we're dead right now. Oh, thank God. That's also why I felt like, you know, vulnerability was king there. Why that was most important. Jeez Louise. Still got real tight. Let me think. So yes, Demon Form did great work. I still think Immolate is better. Do not at me. I don't know about Runic, but I feel okay in the deck. I do want more blocks, but, you know, Orrery, I don't want to say that it's like you're taking the... You're guaranteeing yourself the quote-unquote L, but... I don't think it does you many favors. This guy's gonna be a real pain in the butt, by the way. Oh, hello, Tomo. Welcome in, buddy. Just get him next turn. That's the only thing Tomo! Hello! Hello, Tomo! You might not have heard it. He gave me a little one. Alright. Immolate. Yo. It's the best we can do. Dude, it's so screwy to not have an energy relic. Like, I'm not trying to make it like, oh, the game doesn't want us to win. But it's more like if you don't get an energy relic in your first boss fight, you're definitely playing, you know, with the deck stacked against you for a bit. I'm just gonna level with you. I don't think we need more Perfected Strikes, but I am happy they've worked out relatively well so far. I will put a Decay in our deck. Decay, as far as curses go, is not bad. This guy does get hurt pretty badly by thorns. Tomo, my son, hello! Oh, Tomo wants the power of the pet. Well, we may die right here. 24 damage. You gotta hit him with something like that. Weakness will take him down to 18 damage. That still doesn't seem good enough. 15, 27. Yeah, it's gonna be a little harsh coming down to the end here. Still lived. Toss me that Iron Wave. Snecko, you know, what I'm going to say is you never know how things are going to go against this guy. This is as good as a turn gets, and we're still going to die. Literally, like, we had enough to play everything in our hands. So that was just bad. We're going to try again, right, Tomo? You know the song. If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Tomo. Tomo. No meows. Just sleeps. Hello, Tomo. Okay. Where are we going? Dude, I got a level with you. Lose all gold. Remove 2 cards. We don't do this very often, especially early. What this means, for me, is I'm going to invest heavily in the idea of getting a bomb as early as you got 25. Dang it. We're not going to get there. 60, you're still going to have... We're so unlikely to kill you next turn unless we do this. So... if we can pick up, it doesn't have to be a rare, just some gas early. None of this is gas, but Wild Strike works okay. Give me the relic. Not being able to become weak is ironically very, very strong. I thought I could get both. We need an evolve. I mean, we've invested heavily in deals with the devil essentially here. I think we got to take a slightly more roundabout path. Maybe this will work. Here's the thing. Wild Strike, I really think is great for floor fights. At this point, why not, brother? Wild Strike Plus, even better. Most enemies cannot stand up to that plus other attacks in one turn. However, you know, we got a certain series of issues. Namely, and on this fight, it's really bad, but we're gonna have wounds and dazes, just to a staggering degree. Sure, we killed an enemy. We added 2 wounds into our draw pile as a result. We should live through the course of this fight, but this is very, very dangerous, without a doubt. 1 Wild Strike kills you next turn. Really, like, by an order of magnitude, I was just gonna say, thank God. By an order of magnitude simplifies the equation of what we're working with. You already know what we need. You don't need me to tell you. It's Evolve. If we're lucky enough to get Evolve, it stops being such a problem. And even, all things considered, that fight went pretty well. And we got a nice little synergy here with Meat on the Bone, Burning Blood, and Healing Flower. So I'm going to take Feel No Pain. And you're going to be like, why? And I know we could have removed our offending curse. But I thought taking this path, albeit dangerous, is also advisable. Now that I think about it, we definitely should have gone to the shop so we had a better chance to maybe get Evolve. But I'm really just kind of, I'm throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks. I would love to have the ability to get the... And while he's cursed, let's hit him with one of these. That's the one. I would love to have the opportunity to pick up Medical Kit. Sure. You know what? Actually, I think we need a Sever Soul to get rid of wounds. Hello, welcome, Tomo. How you doing, my man? Oh, he ate? I don't know why I felt like you needed an update on the situation. I'm bizarrely confident in the quality of what we got going on here. I don't know if I should be. What I do know is that the time will come when we draw 4 wounds and sever soul. And I'm going to be the happiest man on planet Earth when that situation arises. The other thing is, I mean, when the mood is right, we got to strike him. We're also about to exhaust a killer curse here. We are going to lose a wild strike in the process, but... no, sorry, we're not going to lose a wild strike in the process. I forgot, that doesn't get exhausted. An evolve is basically necessary. This hurts a great deal. And I also shouldn't really count my chickens before they hatch. I don't think we're guaranteed to win on this fight. Though I would love to see it happen. In fact, just this situation right here is presenting itself as quite the conundrum. We are going to get there. We really can't afford to take any damage. Why not? One... Oh, no, we need a block. Yes, okay. Block, wild strike. We live! Now, where do we go? It's gonna sound busted, but I don't know. Maybe the inklings of an exhaust synergy and a cursed key is very helpful. I don't know, Tomo. What do you think about this one? It's looking a little rough, but we do have good damage dealers. Well, we didn't. I guess it would have saved us 1 HP, but what we lack is just about everything else. Now, maybe, I mean, you can definitely make the case. Should have used the Ancient Potion. In the end, we didn't block, so Ancient Potion wouldn't have saved us, but you know, we do lose HP from our curse, but I don't see it. And Sentinel, I find only situationally useful to begin with. Take Regret out of there. I like Finesse. I mean, Warcry does exhaust. Maybe I have been disrespecting this. Unjustifiably. Definitely will pay 85 gold. I don't know. Seems okay. I gotta try. That's a neutral face. No space. 21 damage. This time I'm gonna pop it. I think we're in a delicate spot. Let's take 0. We already got the frailty on him. This is a run. You're gonna have to forgive me, you know, potential mistakes I might make over the course of this run, because it's really unlike any run I've ever done before in this game. If anything, we would actually like to be hit. Why get rid of that? Well, because Ascender's... I guess... I don't want to draw the wound next turn, but Ascender's Bane is going to take us to enough block, so I didn't really want to get rid of that, considering it also, you know, does us the advantage of putting us in a slightly better situation by removing it from our deck in the first place. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is, I don't really know where this deck's going. I barely know what it does. But I will almost always take a body slam. That's a rule that has served me well. Remember, I have won once in this game before, believe it or not. Or at Ascension 20 with the Ironclad, I mean to say. Probably don't even want to play it next turn. 40. Again, if we could just take like a little bit more damage, I wouldn't mind. Really would just like to get hit for like 1. I don't think we can finesse that into existence. Let's just enjoy our heals while they last. And Flame Barrier's a nice get. Alright, so we're probably not going to fight the elites. What do we want? Free Body Slam is a really big one. Dark Embrace being playable, also big. But at the end of the day, it's 1 energy, right? So I'm going to skip the elite. Snecko Eye bothers me quite literally like 0%. We got a lot of 2-cost cards in our deck. So, yes. Yes. Sure. I can get down with this. I'm telling you, there's an easy win for us, or an easy-ish win. That was not my best move. And the win is so obvious. You're gonna be like, why didn't I think of that? First, you gotta beat this guy. I hope that's, like, abundantly evident, but, and dude, we went back to 40 HP. That's amazing. Havoc is also, it seems like, I saw the words exhaust, and I thought to myself, yes. The way we win, IMO, is, find medical kit on a shop. If we can find medical kit, I'm not saying it all becomes easy, self-explanatory, etc., etc., but we start to be able to get even more value out of the cards we're already exhausting for pretty decent value. I don't know about this one. But we did generate a... Okay, I know about this one. We did a surprisingly good thing there. That was a very good Havoc pickup, and we're back to good HP. Let's take a Ghostly Armor. We're not going to get Medical Kit on the cheap here, but... thought it was worth a look. And I'll always take a shrug in related situations such as that. So Dark Embrace proved fairly useful there. We're going to go for that one, and then... This is a fairly textbook fight. That doesn't mean it doesn't go wrong from time to time. You want to leave, Tomo? The secret of Tomo leaving is that every time he leaves, I also get a blast of refreshing, cool air coming from the other room because this room has no ventilation. It cools down my overclocked brain and I think puts me in a much better state of being. That's 25. I could do 38 damage to you. That's cute. I think I'd rather just take 5 damage. What do we not need? We don't need a basic strike. Honestly, I really think you should hit me for 1, just so I can kill this guy next turn. And I don't think anybody's going to be too confused about that. $13 damage. AKA, no damage. Man, this is a weird one. Like, I'm adrift in Slay the Spire, you know, verbiage, strategy, mumbo-jumbo right now. I have no idea what to do on this run. What I do know... I actually think we could get down with another Sever Soul. What I do know is we heal like crazy at the end of our engagements. That strikes me as being pretty positive. So in order to die, we're not likely to be whittled down. It really is much more likely to be the kind of situation... hold on. Why not put up max block there? It's really more likely to be the kind of situation where, you know, one enemy just destroys us. I don't know what happened. What I do know is, without a doubt, We're definitely putting a lot of dazes into our draw pile. We're only taking 13 damage. Doesn't strike me as being all that bad. Of course, I would prefer not to, given the choice. Body Slam does nothing for us. Hate to do it like this, but I'd rather wipe out 18 damage if possible. Could have done that differently. Look at the synergies we're getting out of those dazes now. Now that I think about this, maybe this is a big positive for us at the end of the day. Alright, I'm actually going to not heal. I don't know if one more block is worth that much. Probably getting the flame barrier set up. If we win this fight and get a second energy relic, I truly believe the world is our oyster and anything is possible. I don't foresee that happening. But somehow... See, we really need both of those to get out here. Somehow, if we can do it. We don't need this strike. Get it out of here. And we chose the wrong enemy. This guy, you know, he took the card that is less valuable to us, to be honest. You know, keep that in here. Yeah. Yeah. Why is this the right play? I still think it's the right play. Even though it did less damage, because we kept the Wild Strike in our deck. But how are we going to live through this guy's big attacks? That's tough. / impossible. Yeah, we're not getting to our gas as quickly as we need to. I don't see it happening. Well, it's been a cavalcade of very strange Slay the Spire runs over the past day or two. I feel like we're kind of walking backwards a little bit. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'll try to do better. I want to win. I do. See you next time.